The Riot on Radio U.
So excited to introduce you to another new artist on Radio U.
So you've probably been hearing us talk about Hulvey, and you're like, who? What? Is that? And you've never met him before. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is.
Yay. Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
So, bro, lay it out for us. You're in Georgia?
Atlanta,
yeah. Atlanta, A-Town.
Okay, so, but do you live in a suburb or in a different city or what? Because I caught an interview with, like, your hometown paper.
Yeah, so I live in Marietta, which is kind of like, it's like outskirts of Atlanta. But I'm from Brunswick, Georgia, which is South Georgia. So that's probably the paper that you saw was it's near Florida, but yeah.
Okay, so then how long have you, like, when did you move? Is that part of your career move or what?
Yeah, it was. So I moved to Atlanta at the top of 2019 in January, and that was a career move. God called me to make it. So, yeah, that was top of 2019 that I moved to Atlanta. So, yeah.
All right. So lay it out for us a little bit, because a lot of people here at Radio U don't know your story.
Hulvey is new.
Yeah, your EP just came out a couple of weeks ago, but back it up. How did you get started in hip-hop?
Yeah, so I was in middle school, and I remember my mom had played me Lecrae. Like, she had showed me, like, Lecrae, and so I looked it up and started playing, like, Lecrae songs and stuff. And then in middle school, obviously, like, around that time, hip-hop started, like, at least infiltrating, like, where I was from in Brunswick. So, I mean, we were listening to Lil Wayne, Eminem, all that in middle school. So around that time, I started freestyling, like, just having fun, battle rapping my friends, making fun of people and stuff like that. And then, so through that's kind of how I got introduced to, like, hip-hop and hip-hop culture. But in high school, I really started, like, actually writing and rapping, because there was this kid in my band class who had a notepad, and he would write raps in it. And so when I seen him doing that, I wanted to do it too. So from that point, I started really just writing, and then I started producing my own music and recording my own music. And then
let's stop there for a second. Like, you started producing your own music. We got people now that are in their closet making their own music,
writing tons and tons and tons of stuff.
So tell us about your home setup. Like, when you were making your music, where did you start?
Bro, I was in my bedroom, man. I had a mic, like, I had like a USB mic, a laptop, and that's all I had. You know what I mean? A mic and a laptop. And from there,
I would say, what kind of software did you use? Because people, if they're working on it, what they use.
Yeah, so I started with Mixcraft, which is like a really low level software. But I started with Mixcraft, and I had a USB mic. So yeah, that's really it. Mixcraft and USB mic. That's all I used.
The rest is history.
You'll now see Mixcraft like, hey, it's not that low. Or you'll get more and more people now wanting to try it.
It's not bad, but I had the low version. I had that really bad, like,
the free one, the demo.
Yeah, like one of them really low basic joints. So yeah.
I get that.
This is Hulvey. His new song, Roller Coastin', is on Radio U, which you've been hearing, and everybody's been loving it. So,
Hulvey, you are signed to Reach Records. How'd you get that lucky?
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. Off the rip, honestly, man, I'd sent a demo when I was in college, freshman year in college, when I was 18, and the A&R was like, hey, man, I like these records, like, keep sending me records. And this was through Twitter, so, like, it was a long shot. So really, like, over a span of around 2-3 years, like, I started building with the A&R. And then this year, Reach put Motions on their playlist, and they liked how it was performing. So yeah, from there, it was like, it just made sense. It just made sense.
Was there a relief with signing to a label, or now do you feel like even more pressure? Like, does that pressure ever let up?
No, I think it's not. There's really not too much pressure. I'd say it's more so like there is just more expectations. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like with the platform, there's more expectations of performance. But for me, I think now that I'm like a little older than I was, I think it's a little easier for me to handle the pressure of it, just because I've been like consistently like honing my craft. So now I'm very comfortable in my craft. It's more so just staying focused. So yeah, the pressure isn't really too much of a X factor. It's more so just knowing that, okay, these people have expectations of me. Like the fans have expectations of what they're going to get, and I might not always meet somebody's expectations. You know, I'm going to do what God's called me to do. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, I realize this is the song that annoys artists, or the question sometimes, but you've just put out an EP. What are you doing next? Like right now, what's your day-to-day? What are you working on?
Yeah, man. So I'm slowly like working on a full-length project, and just going hard at that, man, and just taking my time. So, full-length album, no like timeline, no restraints or anything like that. Just really in the studio, just trying to keep creating, working with different producers, writing, all that stuff. So yeah, working on an album, getting ready for like performing and stuff as well. I'm gonna have to start crafting live sets. So that's kind of like where I'm at right now.
Awesome. Well, man, it has been really great to meet you. This is Hulvey.
The EP Prelude is out and then working towards a full length. But like I mentioned, people can request Roller Coastin' since that's on Radio U right now.
All right. Well, dude, thank you so much for hanging with us.
It was so nice to meet you. We're
Thank
so
y'all.
happy for you.
Thank
It
y'all.
seems like this has just been working out for you fantastically.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, all right, man. Take care. So
Hang
there
tight.
we have Hulvey. I've got brand new music from
love
him
the
now.
song.
It's good stuff. Roller Coaster.
Thank y'all so much.
It's the riot.